so much for that. That didn't last long at all. At all. Okay. Now you being weird. Let me see. These are the struggles of trying to make a freaking video. Y'all, it's light up in here. It's dark. I got bags in the coupe. And then I know once I get over here, the lighting is gonna turn up. I really hope y'all can see me good, because that would be such a waste of a video if y'all can't. I'm gonna see if the lighting gets better once I hit the E-way. Anyways, I'm just leaving my job. I didn't work. I don't know. I decided to make a video instead. Alright. I had to fix my camera. I look like I don't know. I look a mess, but it's cool. It's cool, whatever. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping because... And I didn't even have my earrings on, so I just went and put my earrings on too. But that's my whole thing. Like, I try to be like too together, and like in our reality, it's not gonna always be like that. So, but anyway, so I just wanted to come on here and make a video and tell y'all about this funny little incident that happened to me yesterday. Okay, so I went to the auto parts store to get some antifreeze, coolant, whatever you want to call it. I went there, what day was that? Thursday. It was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And there was this guy that was in there, and he was buying some auto parts, and I was just getting some coolant. So he left before I did, and then I got my coolant and I walked out, and he was still outside in the parking lot waiting for me, I guess. So he pulled up beside my car, and he's like, oh, well, do you need me to help you put that in there? And I'm like, whatever, like, okay, because it's cold out here, so yeah. So he starts putting it in or whatever, and then I start telling him, that I have a leak. And he was like, oh, I can help you, I have a shop down the street. You can drive your car up there and I can take a look at it, whatever. And I'm like, well, it's not gonna be today because I have to go to work. And I was like, but, I can bring it by tomorrow or something. So he was like, okay, just take my number down and just let me know. So I was like, okay. So I took his number down, and then I texted him my number and told him that I was gonna text him the next day. So he was like, okay. And then that's when all the professionalism went out the window, because when we were at the store, it was just yes ma'am this and yes ma'am that and blah blah blah. But as soon as he got them digits, that's when he was like, okay, well, I just want to let you know that I think you're very beautiful and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, men can never just stay focused. It's like, dude, why can't y'all not mix business with pleasure? That's why I don't want no kind of man, no mechanic boyfriend. I don't want like men like that. No, because all y'all do is flirt. That's all y'all do is freaking flirt. So anyway, we started conversing a little bit, and I was just like, how old are you? Because he was just one of those guys, like, you couldn't really tell how old he was. So he was like, he was 37, and I'm just like, that is out of my range a little bit anyway. Not that I just really have one, but that's just, I don't know. I just can't really I don't know. I just can't see it. So I was just like, 37, where's your wife? He was like, I'm not married, but I do, he was like, I do kind of have a girl or whatever. And I was like, typical. And my whole like thing is, I already feel like when you meet a guy, especially if it's a guy that is like a decent guy, you know, like he's already, I feel like everybody's already talking to somebody. I feel like everybody is already talking to somebody, dating somebody, trying to break up with somebody, trying to cut things off with somebody. It's just a matter of you coming in and, you know, making their attention solely on you, if that makes sense. So that's just how I feel. Like, I feel like there's somebody somewhere calling that person baby. That's how I feel. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I'm just trying to get my car fixed. That's it. So I can't go that way. I'm just gonna. So I'm just trying to get my car fixed. Whatever. So he texts me the next day, and well, no. That day, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my car fixed tomorrow. And then he's like, okay, cool. And then he ended up texting me back later, and he was like, oh, I forgot I'm going out of town tomorrow, so it'll have to be Friday. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he was like, yeah, I go out of town a lot because I have this business and that business, but when I go out of town, you're more than welcome to come with me, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, whatever. And then my thing is, like, guys will literally just tell you anything. They will sell you a dream, literally try to sell you a dream. And I've had so many dreams like just thrown at me, and I don't believe a lot of what men have to say, like, because it's always a lot of talk. Like, they do a whole lot of talking, but it's like, show me this stuff that you're talking about, show me this stuff that you're telling me, you know, that you can do for me, or that you want to do for me. Like, don't just sit up here and just tell me. Like, that goes in one ear and out the other. And I promise you, like, I'm just gonna roll my eyes and I'm not entertaining it. Like, I'm not entertaining. I'm not, you know, like, no. So I'm just like, whatever. So he texts me the next day, and he's like, good morning, whatever, and I'm just like, okay. So he texted me a little bit throughout that day, and then I was just being real dry with him, because I really wasn't interested, because you have a girlfriend. I'm just trying to get my car fixed. For 2, you're a little too old for me, and for 3, like, no. So on Friday he texted me, and he's like, oh, I woke up thinking about you. And I'm like, and then just certain things that men say, it's just like, I feel like a lot of them are just like so full of it, and it's just a lot of stuff that I just don't want to hear, because I know that it's BS. So Saturday rolls around. I don't think I heard from him on Saturday. And then Sunday rolls around, and then he texts me, and he's like shaking my head, and I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, I haven't heard from you. He was like, I've been in Louisiana, my aunt passed, I was at her funeral, and I'm just like, men, that's their favorite excuse, like their aunt died. I swear, I've heard of so many dudes saying their aunt died. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's just like, okay, whatever. Like, y'all have so many deaths in the family, y'all sleep so much, like, it's just like, it's the same, it's always the same excuses. So I'm just like, why are you lying to me? Like, I don't care. Like, I've literally been conversing. I wouldn't even say talking to you. I've been conversing with you for 2 days. Like, I don't care. You don't have to lie to me. So, he's like, oh, my aunt's funeral, and so, you know, I'm just like, okay, whatever. So he's like, well, I've been telling everybody out here in Louisiana about you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, what happened? And so I was just like, well, shouldn't you be telling them about somebody else? And he was like, I can tell them about whoever I want to tell them about. He was like, but my bad, I won't do it again. And I'm just like, whatever. So he's like, you know, he's just sending me messages here and there. He's like, I'm on my way back, da 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 da, and I'm just pretty much blowing him off because, like, I don't know, like, I literally was just not feeling him, like, I never was. So and I just feel like guys who are just that obsessively complimentary and just like, so, like, I don't know, I just feel like it's just fake. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say everybody like that is fake, but like, I can tell. So I'll be glad when I turn, because the sun is just a hot mess. So he was texting me that night, and then he's like, oh, well, can I see you tomorrow? And I'm just like, I was like, I don't know. And he was like, what do you mean you don't know? And I'm just like, I don't know. And then he's like, well, something about, well, if I don't see you, then, you know, I'm gonna put an APB out and da-da-da, just all this lame stuff. And so I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I was just pretty much blowing, hold on. Excuse me. So I was just pretty much being short with him and just blowing him off or whatever. So the next morning, which is Monday morning, oh my gosh, I'm trying to tell a story. So Monday morning, I get a text message. I get a phone call from his phone, and I'm just like, why is he calling me at 7 in the morning? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I didn't answer. And then I get another phone call at like 8 something, and then I still didn't answer. So I texted him, and I was like, hi. Like, what is the emergency? What do you want this early? So then I get another phone call. And so this time I finally answer. So I'm like, hello, and then nobody says nothing. So I didn't say hello again. I just hung up, because I'm just like, okay, I've been through this before. Like, this is deja vu, you know? Like, I know that this is probably his girlfriend calling me. So she didn't say nothing, so I hung up. So then shortly after, I get a text message, and it was from his phone, and it was from her. She was like, this is his wife, and he'll call you when I leave. And I'm just like, whoa. And so I just started laughing, because I'm just like, this is crazy. And it didn't shock me at all, because I'm just like, men are just trifling. Not one time did this man say, I'm married. Not one time. So I'm just like, oh my gosh. So right after that, I get another text message, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But this time, it's a group message with literally like 8 different numbers. 8 different females. And she's like, PSA ladies, this is, and she said his whole name. I think it was like Chanel Lamar Moore. She was like, Chanel Lamar Moore is my husband, and he's a hoe that I just so happen. This raggedy street is making my phone fall. Jeez. She's like, he is a hoe that I so happen to marry. She's like, to some of you, this is old news, but to some of you, he never told you, or something like that. And she's like, I hope that one of y'all have some room at y'all's place, because this big, beautiful house that we just bought, he can no longer reside in. And I'm just like, whoa, how the hell did I get caught up in some shit like this? So I'm just dying laughing, because I'm just like, this is crazy. This man is just really out here just being a hoe. So and I'm like, I feel sorry for her, because I actually did text her back. The first time she texted me, she's like, he'll call you when he leaves. And I was like, tell him don't. I was like, I was just trying to get my car fixed, and I was like, I don't date married men. And so that's when the PSA came through. But that was just so crazy. And then one of the girls, she texted back, and she was like, damn. And she put the crying, laughing faces. And then I'm just like, no shit. Like, this nigga was really out here, just out here. And you got a whole wife. a whole wife, and I'm sure you got kids at home too. Like, and it's just crazy because that is why I'm good on getting married. I am good on the cheating husbands because that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Like, that's ridiculous. It's disrespectful. It's disgusting. It's a whole bunch of other words as well. Like, that's just crazy. So, he ended up texting me from another number, and I'm just like, yeah, because she probably broke your phone. And I'm like, the number he texted me from was probably his real line, and the number that I had was probably like his little hoe phone or whatever. But he ended up texting me from another number, and he's like, oh, don't believe that, she's just mad because I'm leaving her. And I'm like, dude, and you still lying. Like, you should be over here trying to reconcile your marriage so that you can have a place to sleep tonight. But instead, you over here still trying to cheat and lie. Like, what the heck? But that was just so crazy to me. And that literally happened yesterday. So, the craziest stuff always happens to me, y'all. And I told my friend about it, and she was dying laughing, and she was like, you are lying. And I'm like, I'm not. And she was like, and I know you're not, because, you know, like, the craziest shit happens to you. And I'm like, girl, tell me about it. But yeah, anyways, I'm about to go in this store really quick. I think I really need to get my nails done because they looking a mess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick story time. Comment below and let me know what y'all think. Comment below and let me know if y'all want me to do more story times on more crazy shit that happens in my life, because literally it gets real, and I can really write a book about all the craziness that happens to me. Like, it's real. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Ooh, the sun. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.